Welcome back to Athletic Everyday, day number 88. So I'm just doing a free training upper body day today. The only thing I really wanted to make sure that I got in today was some front lever practice and some weighted dips. The only sort of real way I'm going to be able to get weighted dips in my home gym is on the rings. I do have a piece of equipment that I can use to do dips, which is kind of like a straight bar. It's not parallettes or anything. It's a funny story. It's a Zimmer frame, so it's like a Zimmer frame without wheels. It has a kind of like soft handles. You'll see it next time. I'll show it to you in the next video or the next upper body training session. But the only trouble with this Zimmer frame type thing, you can do dips on it. But if you do weighted dips and you go full depth right the way down to the bottom, the weights are going to hit on the floor. So unless I can find a way to elevate the frame so that there's space in the middle for the weights to go all the way down and I can get a full range of motion, rings are the best option. And to be fair, I do quite like the rings because they're not fixed. They are actually able to stretch and move apart. That enables you to, well, the rings don't stretch. It enables you to get a full stretch on your chest and your triceps, on your chest and your shoulders, pardon me. You're able, because the rings can separate, as you get down into that bottom position, you can get a really, really full, deep stretch across the anterior deltoid, across the lower pecs. So I think that they are quite beneficial to do that. The only thing is you can't do as heavy because of their unstable nature, because the rings are unstable, you can't go as heavy on the weighted dips. So it would be nice to get a mix of both. Maybe one session a week I do I do ring dips, and then one session a week I do straight bar or even potentially parallel bar dips. But we'll see how that goes and what we've got as availability with time and everything as well. But for now, I'm really pleased with that. Decided to get in some ring muscle ups today, guys. I haven't done ring muscle ups in a long time, and I must say, doing the straight bar muscle ups with trying my best to do strict form has really helped with making these ring muscle ups really smooth. I don't think I've ever been able to do them with this slower form, this much control, and I even thought, you know what, fuck it, I'll try it with some L-sits, and these went fantastically as well. The only thing I would say is that maybe my legs dip when I get that sort of turnover, when you get your shoulders over the hands, but that just comes from practice, maintaining that really strict L-sit position. I did 3 sets of 5 here, so that is really nice. This just goes to show how much easier ring muscle ups are than straight bar muscle ups. Because there's no bar for you to have to move around with your chest, you can sort of just pull through. You can get a nice smooth transition from your pull-up into your dip. There really isn't that much more difficulty than doing just a really, really strict high ring pull-up. So if you guys ever wanted to just practice muscle ups, I would definitely say try and get the ring muscle ups down first because they are a lot easier. But yeah, it just goes to show how much easier they are because I pretty much got 3 sets of 5, well, 2 sets of 5 and 1 set of 4 with the ring muscle ups. And when I was doing strict bar or straight bar muscle ups, I was really struggling to even get 5 in a set for 3 sets. So yeah, it just goes to show how much easier ring muscle ups are. Then the weighted dips, I just did 3 sets of 5. First set was 10, second set was 15, and then the last set was 20. And yeah, as I was saying previously, because of the unstable nature of the rings, the pro of that is that you're able to get, because you can then open the rings, you can get more range of motion in the bottom. But the downside of that is because they're unstable, you can't load as much weight. So previously in the past, I think I've done up to 45 kilos, if I'm not mistaken, on the weighted dips. On a straight bar. This was like probably a year plus ago. But here I was struggling to get 5 reps with just 20 kilos. Then again, I am obviously also detrained in this movement pattern. I haven't done weighted dips in a long time. But it would be interesting to see how much I can do on some parallel bars when I do some weighted dips. Debating whether to do that in my gym or whether to do some way of finding to do that at home, because obviously it isn't as convenient to do it in my gym. I don't like training in my gym because I like to have that separation between where I work and then where I train myself. I like to keep those two sort of worlds as separate as possible. If needs must, I will train in my work gym. And sometimes it does work out as being more convenient. If, for example, before or after a shift, I want to get a quick workout in. But, if I can and if I can help it, I will always try and plan to do a workout at home just because I prefer to keep those worlds separate. Then I finished up the session with some front lever training and a little bit of neck training. The front lever it was just another training session today. Didn't feel like it was like excessively progressing. I think when you're training front lever and it's not the main focus of your training, like I'm doing at the moment, there will always be very, very slow progress, and I'm willing to accept that. I'm not desperately eager to try and get my front lever as soon as possible. For me at the moment, as I said, vertical jump training is the most important thing, and that's the main thrust of my training. So yeah, with front lever, my main focus here is just trying to go down as slowly as possible. I want to basically increase the amount of range of motion that I have complete control over. So at the moment for me, it's just that top, if you're doing it in degrees, so like from the top of the bar to completely level would be 90 degrees. I would say maybe the top 15 or 20 degrees I have a decent amount of control over. Soon as my legs go down beyond that, whether that's straight leg front lever or straddle front lever, then I'm losing control and my legs are falling all the way back down. Okay guys, that is pretty much it from me today. Subscribe if you want to, drop this video a like if you want to. Obviously if you don't, then don't. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.